Have you ever taken an MBTI personality test? And what if your result was INFJ? Maybe you looked at the description and wondered, is this really me? Because many INFJs experience something they struggle to explain. They can be surrounded by people. They can have friends. They can laugh, talk and fit into social situations. Yet deep down, there is always a strange feeling. Why does it feel like nobody truly understands me? You understand other people's emotions. You notice things others ignore. You can sense when something feels different. But when it comes to explaining your own inner world, sometimes even you don't know where to start. Maybe you have experienced moments like this. You are sitting in a crowded room, yet suddenly you want to be alone. People are talking about ordinary things, but your mind starts wondering, why are we here? What is the meaning behind all of this? What is this person really feeling beneath their words? And when you share these thoughts with others, they might say, you think too much. But the truth is, you are not trying to overanalyze everything. Your brain is simply designed to look deeper. INFJ is one of the 16 personality types in the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator system. The concept is influenced by the psychological theories of Carl Jung and focuses on different patterns of thinking, decision-making, and interacting with the world. INFJs are often described as intuitive, empathetic, and deeply reflective. They are sometimes called one of the most mysterious personality types because they can understand others surprisingly well, while remaining difficult for others to fully understand. But before we continue, there is something important to remember. Your personality label does not define your entire identity. No test can completely explain who you are. Every person is shaped by their experiences, environment, and personal growth. This video is not about putting you inside a box. Instead, it is about helping you understand certain patterns that many INFJs experience. Maybe you are an INFJ. Maybe you simply relate to some of these traits. Either way, you may discover something meaningful about yourself. Today we are going to explore 8 unique characteristics of INFJs. And at the end of this video, we will talk about how to transform these traits from sources of exhaustion into your greatest strengths. Welcome back, Ian Milo. Let's step into the fascinating inner world of INFJs. Trait 1. Your inner world is much bigger than what people see. Many INFJs share a similar experience. Their external life and internal world feel completely different. From the outside they may seem calm, quiet, even ordinary. But inside their mind, countless ideas, questions, and possibilities are constantly moving. Most people look at an event and focus on what happened. INFJs naturally ask, why did this happen? What caused it? What does it reveal about people? What could happen next? Imagine two people looking at the same painting. One person sees the colors. The other person starts wondering, why did the artist choose this image? What emotion was the artist trying to express? What story exists behind this picture? INFJs often interact with life in a similar way. They do not simply experience the surface. They search for the hidden meaning underneath. For example, at a dinner with friends, most people may notice who came, what food is being served, what jokes are being shared. But an INFJ might quietly observe, why does that person keep smiling, even though their eyes look tired? Why did the mood suddenly change after that conversation? Is there something nobody is saying? Your attention, naturally, moves beyond the obvious. You search for patterns, connections, hidden emotions, and this is one reason many INFJs feel different from the people around them. It is not because they dislike others. It is because they often process reality on a deeper level, while others are experiencing the moment. INFJs are often trying to understand the meaning behind it. But this ability also comes with a challenge. Your mind rarely completely turns off. Trait 2. You often have strong intuition you cannot fully explain. Have you ever met someone for the first time and immediately felt something was different? The person seemed friendly. They spoke politely. Nothing seemed wrong. But somewhere inside you thought, something about your suspicious. Or maybe you have experienced this. You had to make an important decision. You didn't have enough information. You couldn't explain your reasoning. But something inside told you, this is the right direction. And later, your instinct turned out to be correct. Many INFJs describe this as having a strong intuition. But intuition is not magic. It is not predicting the future. From a psychological perspective, intuition can be understood as rapid pattern recognition. Your brain is constantly collecting information. A small change in someone's facial expression, a different tone of voice, a pause before answering, a behavior that doesn't match their usual personality. Most of these details never reach conscious awareness, but your brain continues processing them in the background. Eventually it produces a feeling, a conclusion, a sense that something is right or wrong. You may not know exactly how you reach that conclusion, but your brain may have already connected hundreds of tiny pieces of information. That is why many INFJs say, I don't know why I feel this way, you just do. Of course, intuition is not always perfect. It can be influenced by emotions and past experiences. But the unique ability of INFJs is not predicting everything. It is noticing what many people overlook. Traits. You are extremely sensitive to emotional changes. Have you ever received a message from someone that simply said, "I'm fine," but immediately felt they are not actually fine? Maybe their response was shorter than usual. Maybe their tone felt different. Maybe something small changed. Most people focus on the words. INFJs often notice everything around the words. The timing, the emotion, the hidden message. You might notice a friend who normally uses emojis suddenly stops. A family member says everything is okay, but their voice sounds tired. A coworker laughs, but their expression doesn't match. This ability often makes INFJs incredible listeners. People feel comfortable opening up to them because they feel truly seen. But emotional sensitivity has another side. When you constantly absorb other people's emotions, you may forget to separate their feelings from your own. Someone else's anxiety becomes your anxiety. Someone else's sadness affects your mood. Someone else's problems start occupying your mind. You are not only understanding their emotions, you are experiencing them. And without healthy boundaries, this gift can become exhausting. Trait 4. You look beyond people's actions and search for their hidden reasons. Most people judge behavior based on what they see. Someone gets angry. Someone becomes arrogant. Someone acts selfishly. The immediate reaction is often, "Why is this person like that?" But INFJs tend to ask a different question. What happened inside this person that made them become this way? Instead of only seeing the behavior, you try to understand the story behind it. You notice the emotions underneath the emotions. You see insecurity behind arrogance. You see fear behind anger. You see pain behind someone's defensive behavior. For example, imagine someone at work constant. Your why talks about their achievements. Many people might think they just want attention. They are too proud. But an INFJ might wonder, maybe they spend potentially orphans. Maybe they are trying to prove their worth, because deep down they don't feel valued. This does not mean INFJs excuse every harmful action. Understanding someone does not mean accepting everything they do. It simply means your first instinct is not to judge. Your first instinct is to understand. This ability is often called emotional insight. You are not only asking, "What did this person do?" You are asking, "Why did they become this person?" And that is why many INFJs naturally become interested in psychology, philosophy, and human behavior. Because what fascinates you is not just the answer, it is the hidden process that created the answer. Trait 5. You easily absorb the emotional atmosphere around you. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt uncomfortable? Nobody said anything. Nothing obvious happened. But somehow you sensed something feels wrong here. Many INFJs describe experiencing this frequently. They notice the emotional atmosphere of a place almost instantly. A tense conversation, an uncomfortable silence, a person pretending to be happy, a conflict nobody wants to mention. Your mind picks up these invisible signals. Think of yourself like a highly sensitive emotional radar. You are constantly scanning. How are people feeling? What is happening beneath the surface? Is something changing? This can be a beautiful ability because it allows you to support people before they even ask for help. But it can also become exhausting because sometimes you carry emotions that were never yours to carry. You enter a stressful environment and leave feeling drained. You spend time with someone constantly negative, and suddenly your own energy disappears. Many INFJs need to learn one important lesson. Empathy does not mean emotional responsibility. You can understand someone's pain without taking ownership of it. You can care about someone without carrying their entire emotional world. Your kindness becomes much stronger when you have boundaries. Trait 6. You crave deep connections, not just social interaction. Many people misunderstand INFJs. They think INFJs don't like people, but that is usually not true. The reality is, INFJs don't dislike people. They dislike meaningless connections. You can attend a party. You can have conversations. You can appear friendly and approachable. But after hours of surface-level interaction, you may feel completely exhausted because your mind naturally seeks depth. Small talk is not necessarily bad. Talking about the weather, daily routines, or casual topics is how many relationships begin. But INFJs often want to go further. They want to know what shaped your personality. What experiences changed your life? What do you truly believe? What are you afraid of? What gives your life meaning? You are interested in the person behind the person. That is why many INFJs have a small social circle. Not because they cannot make friends, but because they are selective about emotional connection. You would rather have one home-street conversation at midnight with someone you trust than spend an entire evening surrounded by people who only know your surface. For INFJs, the quality of connection matters more than the number of connections. Trait 7. You naturally help others, sometimes before helping yourself. When someone around you is struggling, it is difficult for many INFJs to ignore it. A friend is heartbroken. You listen. A coworker is overwhelmed. You offer support. Someone feels lost. You try to guide them. Because deep inside, many INFJs have a strong desire to make things better. You want people to feel understood. You want people to suffer less. You want the world around you to become a little kinder. This is one of your greatest strengths. But it can also become a trap. Because sometimes you become so focused on saving others that you forget to ask, how am I doing? Many INFJs fall into this pattern. Someone needs help. You give your time. You give your energy. You give emotional support. People appreciate you, so you continue. Until one day you suddenly realize you have been carrying of events emotions. But who is carrying mine? Being compassionate does not mean sacrificing yourself endlessly. A person who constantly gives without recovery will eventually become empty. The healthiest INFJ understands helping others is meaningful, but protecting yourself is necessary. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to put yourself first sometimes. Trait 8. You are gentle on the outside, but extremely strong on the inside. One of the most surprising things about INFJs is this. They are often seen as soft, patient, understanding, but beneath that calm surface is a very strong inner value system. Many INFJs are willing to forgive. They try to understand. They give people chances. They believe relationships can be repaired, but there is a limit. When someone repeatedly violates their trust, when dishonesty becomes a pattern, when a relationship constantly damages their sense of self, one INFJ may make a decision that surprises everyone. They leave, and when they leave, they often leave completely. This can confuse others. They may think, how can someone still stand? But the answer is, INFJs usually do not make this decision suddenly. They have often spent a long time thinking, analyzing, trying to understand, trying to fix things. The final separation is not an emotional explosion. It is usually the result of a long internal process. They are not trying to punish someone. They are protecting their peace. Their silence is not always anger. Sometimes it is acceptance that the relationship has reached its end. If you are an INFJ, here are 5 things you need to remember. If many of these traits sound familiar, you may have realized something important. Your greatest strengths can also become your biggest challenges. Your sensitivity helps you understand people, but it can also make you emotionally exhausted. Your imagination helps you see possibilities, but it can also trap you in endless thinking. Your kindness makes you valuable, but it can also cause you to forget yourself. So the goal is not to change who you are. The goal is to learn how to use your personality wisely. 1. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Many INFJs struggle with perfectionism. You imagine a beautiful future. You create a detailed vision. You know exactly what something could become. But because the ideal version in your mind is so powerful, starting becomes difficult. You think, what if it is not good enough? What if people criticize us? What if I fail? So you keep preparing, planning, improving, but never begin. Remember, the world is not changed by perfect ideas. It is changed by ideas that become reality. Your first attempt does not need to be perfect. It only needs to exist. Progress creates improvement. Action creates confidence. 2. Stop living only inside your thoughts. One of the greatest gifts of INFJs is their imagination. Your inner world is incredibly rich. You can spend hours exploring ideas, possibilities, and future scenarios. But there is a hidden danger. Sometimes you can become trapped inside your own mind. You think about what could happen. You analyze what might happen. You imagine every possible outcome. And before you realize it, you are no longer experiencing life. You are only observing it. But intuition needs real world experience to grow. The more you interact with people, explore new environments, and try unfamiliar things, the more accurate your understanding becomes. Your thoughts can show you the direction, but your actions are what create the journey. Do not wait until you fully understand everything before moving forward. Sometimes clarity comes after you begin, not before. 3. Stop searching for someone who completely understands you. Many INFJs secretly desire one thing: to meet someone who truly sees them. Someone who understands their silence, their complicated thoughts, their hidden emotions, their dreams that are difficult to explain. And this desire is completely natural. Everyone wants to feel understood. But there is one truth you need to accept. No one can fully understand another person. Even the people closest to you only see parts of your story. If you constantly wait for someone else to validate your existence, you may spend your entire life feeling unseen. The first person who needs to understand you is yourself. When you build a strong inner foundation, other people's opinions become less powerful. You stop asking, do they understand me? And you start asking, do I understand myself? That is when true confidence begins. 4. Learn to express what you need. Many INFJs are incredibly good at reading other people, but surprisingly, they often struggle to express themselves. You know when someone else is uncomfortable. You know when someone else needs support. You know when someone else is hiding pain. But when you are the one struggling, you may stay silent. You might think, I don't want to bother anyone. They already have enough problems. I should be able to handle this myself. So you keep everything inside. You hide your frustration. You ignore your own needs. Until one day, the emotional pressure becomes too much. Remember, people cannot respond to feelings they never see. Your loved ones are not mind readers. If you need space, communicate it. If something hurts you, express it. If you need support, allow yourself to ask. Being honest about your emotions does not make you weak. It makes your relationships more real. 5. Protect your energy like it matters. INFJs often spend a lot of energy processing the world around them. You are not only hearing conversations, you are analyzing emotions, reading intentions, understanding perspectives, connecting patterns. This constant mental activity can become exhausting. That is why many INFJs need regular time alone. Not because they dislike people, but because solitude helps them recharge. Reading a book, walking outside, writing down thoughts, listening to music, spending time away from constant stimulation. These moments are not wasted time. They are how you reconnect with yourself. You cannot keep giving light to others if your own source of energy is empty. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It allows you to continue being the person you want to be. The true strength of INFJ is not sensitivity, it is awareness. For a long time, people have misunderstood sensitive personalities. They assume sensitive means weak, quiet means powerless, deep thinking means unrealistic. But history has shown that people with strong inner values can create enormous impact. They are often the people who ask difficult questions, the people who imagine a better future, the people who refuse to accept that things must always stay the same. Of course, we cannot determine someone's personality type simply from their achievements. But many influential individuals share a similar quality. They are guided by strong beliefs. They care deeply about humanity. They think beyond immediate rewards, and they are willing to act according to their values. This is where INFJs often find their power. Not because they are rare, not because they are special, but because they have the ability to combine deep understanding with meaningful action. If you are an INFJ, remember this. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It allows you to notice what others miss. Your deep thinking is not a problem. It allows you to discover meaning where others only see events. Your kindness is not something to be ashamed of. It is a choice. But remember, do not understand everyone else while forgetting yourself. Do not save everyone else while destroying your own energy. Do not search for approval so much that you forget your own worth. The strongest version of an INFJ is not someone who becomes colder. It is someone who remains compassionate while learning how to protect themselves. Someone who still believes in people, but no longer allows others to constantly drain them. Someone who still dreams of a better world, but also takes real steps to create it. When an INFJ learns to balance intuition and reality, compassion and boundaries, dreams and action, they become a powerful force. A person who can see possibilities and also turn those possibilities into reality. If this video felt like it was describing you, we would love to hear your story. Which INFJ trait connected with you the most? Have you ever experienced a moment where you felt you understand everyone else, but nobody understands me? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience might help someone else who feels the same way. If you enjoy exploring personality, psychology, and the hidden patterns of human behavior, make sure to subscribe. Here we continue discovering the secrets hidden inside the human mind. Thank you for watching. I am Milo. Stay curious, stay kind, and never forget, the way you see the world is part of what makes you unique. See you in the next video.